EA Play and E3 are just about a week away. BioWare has fired up and updated the social media accounts, Casey Hudson has been active on Twitter, and the website is getting fans ready for the madness ahead. With yours truly heading out to Hollywood in just a few days' time, let's dive into everything that we can expect to see from Anthem at E3. What's going on, freelancers? Sly here, back at you with a quick Anthem update. It feels so good, guys, so good to finally have something tangible to talk about. You know, you can only break down and look over the same footage so many times before it starts to drive you insane. But the hype train, my friends, it is just getting started. On May 31st, Anthem updated its social media pages with a new banner and a tweet, which you can see here, the first tweet in about a year's time. Now, the tweet was pretty cryptic in itself, but again, it's BioWare we're talking about here, so that's not that big of a deal. Now, the banner, however, well, the banner is pretty cool. It's just been about a year since we had a look into Anthem, and in the game development world, a lot can change in 12 months' time. We see several different things going on within this picture, but the biggest standout, at least for me, is that Titan-esque green Javelin in the background. Once again, it has green arms, a very Destiny-like Titan helmet, and the overall look is something new from what we've seen before. Now, the Javelins that we're used to are very, mech-like, but this one looks like an extremely lightweight version, more of an exosuit than a mech suit. Skin-tight armor, but mechanical arm braces that are more likely there to help with strength and melee combat. Assumingly, the lower half would probably be about the same. Skin-tight armor, but the outer legs you would see like metal shafts running down the outside connecting to joints that of course would enable faster running, jumping, flying, etc. So seeing an extremely lightweight system like this is pretty interesting. Is this an actual class? Could it be how Fort Tarsus equips its troops with lightweight exosuits? I mean, no idea really, but seeing this stuff and seeing stuff like this shows that BioWare isn't stopping with huge clunky mech suits like the tank that we've seen in the trailer from last year. More so than that, my friend Bags over at Anthem Insider, by the way the link is down below if you want to check that out, caught something pretty interesting. If you take a look at the background, you're going to see a kind of castle right there in the middle. Well, Bags must have watched the trailer like 2,000 times because he noticed those pylons making the tip of the structure here from last year's trailer. So that is Fort Tarsus, what you're looking at, guys. BioWare actually responded to this, confirming it. So, good eye, Bags, but I would have never caught that. I don't know how he did, but good job. Also within this picture, we see another type of class, or a class similar to the Techno Mage from the trailer. It has different kinds of elemental colors emanating out of it. So thoughts are this will end up becoming some kind of caster or a javelin that uses elemental energy. Now we've seen things like this which show different elements being used. So odds are good that we will have some kind of warlock, caster, or a mage type of class. We speculated all about this last year, but now I think it's starting to become fact. If you want to get a closer look at that, there's a picture up on the Anthem subreddit in the top right. You can get a better look at it there. There's actually a lot of things to take a look at in here. I'll upload this picture to Imgur if anyone wants to check out the high-res version and take a look for themselves. I will also put the link down below. On top of that, a Reddit user called Skiller Knight has created some PC backgrounds out of this image. So check out Reddit if you want to snag that as well. Alright y'all, so now on to the goodness and the news for today. An extremely quick teaser has just been released. This teaser is leading up to EA Play, which starts June 9th, which is also the same day that EA Play Conference goes live. Now unfortunately, I didn't get invited or get a slot to be able to attend the conference this year, but I will be there the next day on the 10th to see Anthem up close, which I am so excited for. I'll be making a video of my journey the day I get back, so be sure to subscribe and check back to hear my thoughts on what I see and my opinions on everything that went on. So the teaser shows a team of 4 entering some kind of cave within this world. Now we have 2 well-known classes here. You can see up front the main Javelin everyone's used to, and then of course the tank, which is the larger one in the background. The other 2, not quite sure. It's kind of hard to tell. One looks completely new. I think it's the same green one we've seen in the picture we just talked about, and the other might be the same Techno Mage that we've seen in last year's trailer. It has a long, flowy kind of cape, which pretty much hides everything. But the team enters this cavern, and then we get a close-up of the iconic Anthem Javelin and the tanks on the right-hand side. But look at the 2 in the far back. The suits they are wearing seem similar to the ones in the picture we looked at earlier, like I said, and extremely small frames again. So more like assisted exosuits rather than mech suits. But right before it ends, we get a look at some kind of shrine or hideout, and already you can start to assign architecture to the enemies we've seen before. This gives off a very, Scar-like vibe. Judging by their looks and their armor, you can kind of piece together that this assembly you see in front of you has the same kind of vibe to it. But Notice the graphics here, guys. This is in-engine, not actual gameplay, but captured in 4K using the engine, and it looks awesome. The god rays coming through the hole at the top of the cave, lighting up the shrine, flames on each side, illuminating just enough to show off the area. It looks really, really good. Now, of course, no doubt they probably polished the hell out of this because of the reason everyone's going to, gawk over it, but it still looks pretty damn good. But the best part about 4K, you can zoom for days. And here on the far left, we see once again another smaller suit. It almost looks like it has wings or something on the back of it. The iconic Anthem Javelin is front center, and the mage, or whatever it turns out to be hiding behind the cape, is in middle right. Again, this is simply just a teaser and not really that much to see, but it's just enough to whet the appetite for more. Especially when you throw in a new Javelin, everybody gets excited. With Fallout 76, Battlefield 5, and Assassin's Creed Odyssey making announcements this week, having Anthem join the party just boosts the excitement to 10. But that is really about it for the teaser itself, y'all. Not really sure what those pods are in the background. It could be where the Scar live, or perhaps prepare themselves, or it could be some kind of religious alien shrine. I mean, who really knows, right? We know nothing about the lore of this world and virtually zero about its enemies, so it really could be anything. But moving along, y'all, the final thing to take note of, the official website. Over the next few weeks, YouTubers and media outlets will be going crazy with videos and speculation, so it is always good to remember the official sources. The links for both EA's website and Anthem itself will be down below in the description box. But earlier today, actually like 30 minutes ago, EA dropped some hints as to what we can expect to see from Anthem at EA Play, something I actually think they should have announced a few months ago, but anyways, let's go ahead and go over them. So first it says, mark your calendars for the EA press conference, which of course is going to take place June 9th, 11 a.m. Pacific. Also note that they are calling this game an action RPG. Seeing those letters RPG, that just brings a calm sense of relief to my worried brain, guys. You have no idea how good that looks. So we know it's going to be a looter shooter, right? Kind of like similar to Destiny or The Division. But we really didn't know if they're going to be more MMO, more action adventure, or if they plan on doing, the things that are all about numbers, similar to the Division system. That still remains to be seen, but action RPG, well guys, that sounds good to me. Anyways, here are the 5 things we can expect to see at EA Play and E3 next week. So, number 1, a new trailer. Pretty sure we all knew that. If there wasn't going to be a new trailer, then I would be the first person arrested in the streets of Hollywood for starting a riot. Number 2, more gameplay. It says here that last year we showed some of the core gameplay that you can expect from Anthem. Flying, fighting, and of course collecting loot. And this year, we're happy to show off some more. Tune in to see it all. Number 3, and guys, this is a big one, y'all, Combat Showcase. One thing we'll be showing in depth this time around is combat, my friends. Yes, the power of the Javelin exosuit will be on full display as players take on the most ferocious enemies seen yet. Number 4, developer insights. The dev team at BioWare has been hard at work, and now they're ready to show it off in person. Here's some of the guiding principles that have shaped the development of Anthem as BioWare GM Casey Hudson, executive producer Mark Dara, and lead writer Kathleen Rotsard take stage. And then finally, y'all, number 5, a look behind the curtain. Along with hearing from the developers themselves, we'll be showing off some of the concept and production art of Anthem. You'll get a chance to see the craftsmanship that has built this incredible world from the ground up. Directly after the show, head back to the Anthem homepage for even more news and game features. As we get closer and closer to the release of Anthem, the homepage will be your source for details about the world of Anthem, which the links for everything are down in the description box. Now, one thing I was extremely happy to see, and one thing that so far disproves, the Microsoft press conference leak, which came out like a month or so ago, which by the way put Anthem in Q4 2019 as its release date, is that here at the bottom it says Anthem launches in early 2019 for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. So that does give me a bit of relief because this just launched today. Although if the leak is still true, they're not going to tell us in a small post like this. That would be a press conference announcement. So while I can't totally get it out of my head yet, it looks like we are still on track. So far, that really seems to be about it, guys. At long last, the year-long wait is almost over. The year-long information desert is about to get some rain. Finally, I can see palm trees on the horizon. And guys, it looks like E3. But that is about it, y'all. As always, thank you all so much for watching and for choosing Sly Nation as one of your sources for Anthem news. I am a huge BioWare fan, and I'll be giving Anthem everything I have, regardless of how the game does at launch. I have a feeling we will be seeing something amazing coming out. Now, just how amazing? Well, we will find out in 1 week from now. Take care, freelancers. The news drought is about to be over, and the E3 hype train is handing out tickets. Keep it here for everything Anthem, Destiny 2, and Division 2 as we get further into the week. But until then, this is your dude Sly, and I'll catch you all next time.